Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, back with our new camp of the week, and this time we're checking out Walderp 2D's camp. I do need to make a note of something real quick. There's a crazy kitty cat in the background doing crazy kitty cat stuff. It may show up. It can't be helped, alright? It's a crazy kitty cat. As for the camp itself, wow, what an awesome concept for a camp, the West Virginia Space Camp. I'm a little disappointed that this never crossed my mind. It's an awesome idea. Starting off to the right over here, we got a nice little camping area because, well, it wouldn't be space camp if you couldn't camp there. So it does look like the Pioneer Scout camps were hanging out here. Probably a safer place to hang out than the actual Pioneer Scout camp. Another thing I noticed was 2 porta potties, and I appreciate that because I'm always telling people to make sure they got somewhere that people can go poopy. Double down. I like it. Another thing I'm really enjoying is the structure itself, because there's a center area and then you have an outer hallway that pretty much almost wraps around the building, and the outside part does not actually connect to the inner part. The outer area looks to be more of a museum. Also, try to remember to close doors. It's the right thing to do. Bunch of space rocks or moon rocks on display. I like how you got like the walls with a gap in between them, and then you've got like the new bar set pretty much filling in the gap. It looks pretty darn good right there. Another thing I'm actually liking is because of how the walls were set up, you have gaps in the ceiling. It just gives it a more unique look. Of course, there's plenty of space-themed items on display. Even got a little alien blaster thrown in there. Space helmet. Little alien... No, it's not an alien plushie. The alien toy. And we're going to continue to follow... Well, we're going to follow the pointing finger. Also, that kitty cat is halfway distracting me right now. So right over here, I'm assuming this is basically all of the animals that were shot up into space. Of course, Mr. Pebbles is awesome, and Mr. Pebbles doesn't try to distract me during a video. Or did it? Pretty sure Mr. Pebbles just distracted me right there. I'm holding out some hope that in that vending machine is a spacesuit and a helmet. I mean, please let those be in there. I have no ideas because I couldn't actually go explore this camp. High hopes, though. Now we're going to make our way into the inner sanctum. So once you head on in, you're greeted by the astronaut who apparently is testing out a new teleportation device. But for once, a camp where she fits in properly, though most likely still complains about headaches from time to time. Now to the part I fell in love with. I mean, it's a simulated moon landing. This is freaking perfect. Alright, I realize a lot of people are probably going to hate on all the little barriers. I wanted to say guardrails for some reason. My brain and kitten, alright? Stuff happens. So, I get why they're there, though. It's probably to hide some gaps between the wall and the ground. Also, got a little alien in the spaceship. There is one cardboard stand-up out here that I absolutely love. We'll get to that one in a minute. Of course, you got little Commie-Bot running around on the moon. And the Collectron actually seems completely appropriate in here. But this is the stand-up I fell in love with. You got a chest burster popping out of the guy's chest. I'm gonna be real. If I went to the moon and I had to worry about a mole rat popping out of my chest, I would never go to the moon. Alright? I'm not having any of that. Also did a fairly decent job covering up the little spots in the ceiling. Overall, extremely interesting concept for a camp. I enjoyed getting to see it. I really love the middle area, though. It really brought everything together. It was like the cherry on top. That's going to wrap up the tour of his camp. Huge thank you to Walderp for letting me share it with all of you. Now, if you've got a camp that you want shared on Camp of the Week, if you're on Xbox, hop down in the comments, give me your gamer tag and a description of your camp. If you're on PlayStation or PC, check the video description. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.